Hello friends, myself Pratik, and we are going to discuss text processing using Python in this session. In our previous session, we have eliminated every occurrence of punctuation mark, dot and comma from the text. But in this session, we are going to perform the same task in a lot more optimized way. We discussed in our previous session that here we are actually traversing the text 2 times. But now we want to traverse our text only once, and we want to eliminate all the punctuation marks just in a single go. To follow all the steps clearly, I am taking a simple text like Whitman College, comma, wala wala dot. We want to remove all the punctuation marks from this text. So in order to remove the punctuation marks from this text without using replace function, because every replace function is traversing the text once, so if we have to remove 5 punctuation marks, I have to traverse my input text 5 times. So instead of traversing input text 5 times, now I want to traverse my text only once. In order to achieve this task, the logic will be first to check first alphabet, and we will be comparing this first alphabet with all the punctuation marks. So if that alphabet is not in the list of punctuation marks, then we will be going to print it. Otherwise, we will not. So then we will check second alphabet. If it is not in the punctuation marks, we will going to print it. Otherwise, we will not. We will do this task for every alphabet. The logic is that we have to check every character for punctuation marks. And in order to traverse the whole text, we have to use for loop. And this for loop should start from first alphabet and it should go up to our last alphabet in the text. For this, we can use for loop like this. For char in text, the word is stored in this char. Let's print its value. Let's execute these line of code to check its output. So you can see the output. This is doing this for every alphabet, and here we have a dot as well as comma in the output, but we want to remove this. So we have to check if character is equal to comma or character is equal to dot it, then we have to remove it, otherwise we have to print it. So I can use my if condition here to check if character is not equal to comma and character is not equal to dot, then we want to print it. Otherwise we don't want to print the value of character. So let's execute these statements. Here you can check that we have removed the occurrence of comma and dot from this input text, but my text is not displayed in single line. In every line I am just printing one alphabet, so I want my output in a single line. So in order to get the output in a single line, I have to use text accumulator. So how I can introduce that? So I am initializing new text as a new string variable. So instead of printing here, I will be adding every alphabet into this new text. So new text is equal to new text plus char. So here first time it is W, next time it will become W plus H, new text will become WH, next time it will become WHI, and so on. In order to explain it in a better way, let's print this value and run this code. So you can see in first case we are getting W, next time it is WH, then WHI, then WHIT, and so on. The character will be added into new text only if it is not comma and dot. So the character will be added into this new text only if it is satisfied this condition. So it means that only non commas and dot will be added into this text. So we have achieved our desirable operation, but here we have only eliminated 2 punctuation marks. But let's suppose you want to eliminate all the punctuation marks. So we have something very interesting in Python where we can get all the punctuation marks in a single go. So in Python we have a library called as string, and in this string library we have list of all the punctuation marks. In order to get list of all punctuation marks, you can simply use string dot punctuation. This is the inbuilt variable which you can use to get the list of all punctuation marks, and you can see that. So here you can see that I have added lot more punctuation marks in my text. So here these are new punctuation marks which I have added. So now I want to remove each of these punctuation marks just in a one go without using replace function. We can make the use of this variable, that is string dot punctuation. So how we can do this? So let us change this if condition to make the use of this string dot punctuation. So if character not in this list, so this list is string dot punctuation. So if character not in this string dot punctuation, then only add it into new text, otherwise don't add. So let's execute this statement. So let's execute this. So you can see that all the punctuation marks has been removed from this text. Even we can print the value of new text outside the for loop, so that instead of displaying it every time, it will display me only once at the end of for loop. So you can see that here the input text contains all the punctuation marks, but in the output we have no punctuation mark. So we have performed our task. Now the next task will be to write a function to remove all the punctuation marks from the text. This function should take input text and it should return the updated text as the output. So it means that we have to create a function with name remove punctuations, and this function should take one input text and it should return the updated text without having any punctuation mark. For this, you simply need to put this code in the form of function. So take your time and write a function for this task, and I will discuss its solution in our next video session. I request all of you to please subscribe this video channel. I have also authored books on data mining and data warehousing, simplified approach to DBMS, no SQL in a day, beginning with SQL, and PLSQL for beginners. All these books are available at amazon.com. To read more on this, you can follow my website pratikbhatia.com. I have also created few online Udemy courses, and these courses are Explainable AI with Python, Simplified Approach to DBMS, Learn SQL in Simplified Manner, Mastering PLSQL, Mastering Machine Learning, Genetic Algorithm for Machine Learning, and Association Mining for Machine Learning. All these courses are available at Udemy platform. You can explore these courses to learn more on these topics. Thanks for watching this video.